Clock ticking.
Yeah, I know. I know we live, cuz. Just
Oh,
let it marinate for a second.
oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mammals of all ages, it is the BOTB Live Show. I am one half of the BOTB Live Show podcast, the bottom of the bottle. Jay Walker the third. That's my brother Carolina Dirt. What's happening with you?
and shit, it's the hump day happy hour tap in. We here. We here.
Absolutely, man. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Um, Trying to get my thoughts together. Um, I just made some amazing turkey burgers, guys.
Uh,
It was awesome.
nah, I'm good.
No turkey burger?
No, man. I tried it one time. I know I ain't make it right. It tasted too dry. Wasn't enough flavor in it for me. So I'm good.
Yeah, that's completely up to you. But
Yeah,
I give you the cheat code, cause just like you would do a hamburger, get that Lipton onion soup packet,
yeah.
get some Worcestershire, get some Worcestershire sauce, but don't use a lot of salt if you're gonna use the Worcestershire sauce, and that thing will keep it right.
Yeah, I'm still good on
Yeah.
it. I'm still
Either way,
good.
man.
Not real quick,
I,
cause my homeboy came and he said his mom made some vegan hot dogs. I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
Vegan hot dogs.
Yeah. Said taste.
Yeah. Have you even tried tofu before?
No, man, that shit don't look right.
I tried it, and tofu tastes like tofu. They be like, well, you can season it, you can make it taste like whatever. Nah, that shit still tastes like clay.
I be looking at what up Skelly Break chain. I be looking at it like in Publix, like in the little deli section, but I don't ever look at enough to pick it up.
Yeah.
Or like
I'm not.
you order the sub online. I look at it
Yeah.
to look at it, just scroll past it, but I ain't
Shout out to Chainburger719. You can find her on YouTube on this here platform under that name, man. If you don't know nothing about it, man, she is a jack of all trades. She is a creator of just about anything that you want, man. Dominoes, candle holders, uh, pottery, like just she be doing stuff, man. I see some glow in the dark shit. Like y'all check out Chain Burgers, man. She dope.
yeah.
Um,
She said some dope dominoes a while back.
for sure, for sure. Um, it is February 18th of 2026. We are 3 days away from our official completion of 5 years of doing this thing, man. I feel like if you in here watching it, or if you watching the pie up to this point, you should be clapping and stomping your feet for us. Also, you should just join in, man. Like we got an open door policy. Like people be saying that and they don't mean it. We be meaning it. And yeah. So shout out to you, bro, for sticking with this thing, kind of pushing me to do it at times I ain't want to do it. And just keeping the same energy that we had when we started. So shout out to you.
Well, it was 2-man show, so shout out to you. Leave it at that. I
Salute.
mean, we both have shows without the other person, but it's 2-man shows. So.
Yeah. Just a number of things, man. Again, if you are sitting in your living room like I could do a better podcast than this, do that shit. That's what I'm gonna say. We got ours in the bucket. We got our experience. We got our mess ups. And it's not to say that we do perfect shows now, but we have learned to roll with the punches through technical issues, through difficult guests, through the media news cycle and the things that we talk about. We've covered some mountains, man, and you should cover your own. You feel me?
Yeah, I used to watch every episode and criticize myself, and I thought about it. I was like, I thought of the positive instead of stuff, words I messed up or might have messed up on. Didn't say the right date or the right time, but the event did happen. But stop critiquing myself so much and just let it fly fluently like we started. And I feel good about it. Like I've had people come to me and said they tried it just because they heard my story or they told other people about it and other people tried it and other people are still doing it. So that's one thing I'll say. We might not have the numbers, but as far as people that's come to me and express how they feel about it, like I truly feel good about the journey that we've been on.
And continuing to ease on down the road with it. The proverbial virtual road, as they say. You know what I mean?
Yep.
In weird news, man, Michael Jordan has won some new shit. Kind of like we didn't anticipate. I didn't anticipate. And the funny thing is, I knew he was affiliated. Michael Jordan owns a NASCAR team. You feel me? And he won the Daytona 500, which is a big freaking deal. You know what I mean? So shout out to MJ for claiming victory in another avenue after basketball. People know him for one thing, and I think now they're getting to know him for his new thing. And there's a certain amount of passion that goes into it. I've seen the clips. I wish we could pop the clips up right now. But that's a whole nother story. But there's a clip of him on the winner's circle podium, and you could tell he ecstatic. You could tell he is almost in that Chicago Bull locker room after winning the championship. He was proud about the work that him and his team did to reach this high feat of the Daytona 500. And there's a clip of him celebrating, and there's a young boy on the stage. The boy may be what you say, between 9 and 11?
I say 8 and 9.
He a young kid. And he picking with the kid. Okay. He picking with the kid, and it looked like he grabbing him and pinching his butt. I said it. So up to this point in the story I've been telling about MJ, what do you say?
It looked like he grabbed his bunkie. But what I would say is I heard somebody else's comment, and it kind of makes sense. Angle of a camera can change your whole perception. Was he overexcited? Yes. Has any and everybody been overly excited? I say yeah. Do I think he forgot where he was at? Yeah. Do I think he was malicious with the touching? No. I just think he just forgot where he's at and didn't realize in the state of the world we're in that people are going to overanalyze. And one reason why people overanalyze, other than what's going on in the politics in the world, content creation. And if you say content is the new currency, people are jumping online. And my thing about it, if you feel offended that he touched that kid butt, if I'm watching your review, why are you showing the same clip 10, 20 times in a 15-minute dialogue of why Jordan did it bad? Since he doesn't have a track record, and that's one of the things with this Saints people, we don't know who all got a track record. But as far as right now, I'm mixed emotions, but I'm not going to just throw him to the wolves. I'm just going to say it was a bad camera angle, and he might have had good intentions. I done seen great people do great things, but in today's society, it wouldn't be great what they did because they feel like, well, you touching that child. There's little kids that run up to dudes all the time. That hug be extra long sometimes. So you trying to say that they touching on somebody? I'm not defending Jordan. I'm just saying, as the state that we're in right now in this world, I can see how people can see it as something bad, but not giving somebody a benefit of the doubt. I understand giving somebody a benefit of the doubt has got people in trouble, but a bad angle too. And if the dad hadn't said nothing really, And he might have. I just hadn't caught it yet.
I don't. Okay. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm sick of you assholes, Kyle. I'm sick of you assholes turning everything into some bullshit.
Something gay. Admit it. Everything turned
I
into
would never do what MJ did, and I'm not saying it to be like everybody else and be like, oh, that nigga gay, this is questionable. Oh man, check out that kid, man, talk to his parent. I'm not saying it like that. I wouldn't do it because I don't really play with kids like that. I never have. You feel me? A couple years ago, not even a couple years ago, cuz we watched grown men play sports and slap ass and slap ass and slap ass and slap ass. It go back to the culture of if a nigga stand with his hands on his hip, he gay. If a nigga eat a hot dog, he gay. If a nigga smile too much, he gay. If he don't smile at all, he gay. I heard some lady say, if a nigga date a white woman, he'll date a man. That shit don't even go together. Like the statement is crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I agree with my brother on the standpoint of he was overly geeked, that he did some shit that probably less than 1,000 people have done. Less than 500 people have done. I don't know how many years Daytona 500 been going on, but that's the amount of people that have won it. However many years they've been at it. So I would venture to say, is the Daytona 500 more than 100 years old?
Let me go.
He gonna look it up. While he looking it up, he did something that very few people in the world have done, that a bunch more people than have won have tried to do. You feel me? He was giddy, and sometimes when you giddy, you be like the overly drunk dude, your partner. He might get drunk one day, and he might get to poking and pry. Hey, nigga, you know I love you, nigga. And you like, hey, bro. I don't think you gay. I think you drunk.
Nigga in your face like this.
Hey, bro.
But the inaugural Daytona 500 was held in 1959, coinciding with the opening of the Speedway, and since 1982, it has been the season opening race of the Cup Series. The Daytona 500 guard is the most important and prestigious. I gotta finish out what I say. Prestigious. That dog went to another link, but it's prestigious.
So if we go from 1959 to 2026, that's roughly 67 years, if my math. We always say don't do math when you're drinking. I ain't drunk that much today. So 67 people can say they won. I don't even know how many cars are in the Daytona 500. Does it give you? Either way, let's say it's 50 cars, 50 people. So you go ahead. You go 50 cars times 67. I'm not going to even try to do that math, but it's a lot. And 67 people have won.
So only 3 African Americans have owned NASCAR teams: Emmett, Michael Jordan, and Floyd Mayweather.
Emmitt Smith for the Dallas Cowboys.
Michael Jordan and Floyd Mayweather.
Okay. So together we pray, Jays. I appreciate you, man. You coming in with the data. 41 cars. So even 41 cars, 41 times 67.
Shit, I'm about to do that.
Yeah, shit. I'm about to grab a calculator. That's what I'm about to do. I know I see the new math, and if I could do the new math, I would have done it in my head.
Dude, that is some BS, bro. That new math, I help my dog, bro.
It be. I tell you what. I tell you, new math. It makes it look very easy.
She said 2,747.
So 2,700 individual racing teams and cars have had the ability to win. 67 have won. And he's the first black primary owner of a NASCAR team
Michael Jordan race team won the 2026 Daytona 500, making it the second black-owned team to win NASCAR's biggest race.
Okay. So he's number 2. Black history during Black History Month, and y'all focusing on 10 seconds of him going absolutely crazy because he won. Is it a good look? Not in this day and time. Is it let's jump on the bandwagon and shit on Mike? I think y'all need better shit to do.
Yeah, I think it's the way of the world right now and what's going on in the news and politics. And I'm not gonna lie, black folk, we like to over personify certain situations. And this is one of them because there ain't none of us in the Epstein files. We've been quiet for the last. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing as far as what they've released so far. But I'm just saying, how sometimes we get overly opinionated instead of
always overly opinionated.
But instead of doing the research and then finding out what really happened or what can't come out. Like, we don't take the time as black folks. We don't take that time as this generation because everybody wants to put out some type of content. Together Break Time said Whoopi Goldberg, and I ain't heard that one yet. She in the files.
And look, it's gonna be a handful.
Oh, she said not gonna be right, man. Allegedly,
hell yeah. Whoopi got too much money, cuz don't come over here kicking over my corned beef hash and trying to take shit out of my mouth. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Whoopi still probably talk to ghosts. I can't mess with Whoopi. Whoopi talk to
ghosts. You got Patrick Swayze on speed dial, huh?
Yeah, but once again, the not to get away from the Michael Jordan thing. I mean, I don't want people to think we haven't expressed our opinion, but we did. Thing with the Epstein thing is like they release so much stuff. Is like they're releasing it where if you walk past them, then you may be in the files.
Right.
People are. Did you see Luke? People are sharing Luke's conversation about his run-in with Epstein. But what I would say about Luke is Luke been telling that story. Luke been telling that story, but now people are starting to listen to it because search engines and trending topics. But Luke been told the story of being at one of Trump's parties. But I would say people do put you guilty about associating, but that don't mean you're guilty. Because
go ahead.
I mean, because it'll be just like the Diddy shit. Everybody, that's the thing. When Diddy ran through it, with Diddy in the late early 2000s, you wasn't a celebrity unless you went to his party. That solidified your celebrity status. So all these people saying they wouldn't go to a Diddy party. You say that now because the shit came out. But back then, you wasn't a celebrity unless you went to a Diddy party. So I'm pretty sure that everybody, if they want to be a celebrity, would be at a Diddy party.
It's the correction to all birds of a feather flock together. The hands of one is the hands of all type shit. I'm not famous. I've been to a party or a person's house, and I seen some illegal shit going on. I got the fuck on through. Yep. You feel me? But was I technically there? I was there. You feel me? So it just goes into the conversation of the sensationalizing of everything. By everybody having a camera, by everybody having an opinion and being able to display their opinion in whatever way they choose to. Most of the worst opinions come from faceless, cowardly individuals. You feel me? So we just live in a time where AI is so crazy. I try to reserve my judgment because in this time we don't even know if the facts are the facts.
Yeah.
You feel me? We are at a teetering point between everything that's fake is real and everything that's real is fake. It's a weird place to be in.
And I would say, and once again, your algorithm does play a role in what you see and what you intake. So from what I see and what I intake, I've seen more black people put out content over this Michael Jordan incident than when the whole Obama monkey ape shit. As far as I'm just saying, as far as content and like you talked about trying to cancel people, regardless of race. But
Right.
But the whole content is currency, and people just want to be seen and put stuff out there to get the algorithm up. I see one thing where it said 50 Cent comment on the Michael Jordan situation. Yeah, I clicked on it. 50 Cent wasn't even on it. He was just on the YouTube shit.
Right.
So people are just putting stuff out there, and they'll make what they want to make out of it. Jordan and that dude and that son and the family, because Jordan's actually tight with the family. They know what's real and what ain't.
At the end of the day, go ahead.
No, you got it.
At the end of the day, I don't really play with kids like that. I have punched a kid. You feel me? I punched a kid. I might have punched a kid a little too hard. You feel me? That's me playing. So if you caught the right picture, CPS will have me fucked up. You feel me? That don't mean because you saw a picture of me playing with a kid that I just be around this motherfucker socking kids out, cuz 13 and under, I'ma knock your ass out. I'm not that kind of dude. You feel me? So it's the conversation that I kind of, brought up to my brother earlier when we were talking about doing the show is cancel culture over?
No, because it's the currency. That's where people get their content, them putting out their opinions about certain situations and certain people.
But don't you see a lot of villains winning?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I bring up the question is, I think cancel culture was a fad. I think it was cool to say, and now all of a sudden we got these so-called we got these so-called great, honorable Caucasian politicians, and they showing up on the list that should get you canceled.
But I mean, there's some overseas, they're getting prosecuted and stepping down. So that's why I say it ain't. But that's why I say it's also the amount of content and information that's put out there that determines if somebody gets canceled. If you got 1 million followers and 10,000 of them drop off your following list, you ain't gonna care about that.
Right.
Now, if you got 1 million followers and 900 drop off, then you got canceled. But you only gonna get canceled if people can prove that you did whatever you did. Now, with these prominent people on the list that's alleged on the list for allegedly doing something with these people, the ones that are stepping down, the other countries that are trying to prosecute, yeah, they're trying to get ahead of it. Just like the Luke shit. That's why I'm trying to refer to the Luke shit. Luke trying to get ahead of it because he said, yeah, I was at the one of the parties, but I left. But how many other people said they was around those people and left? Everybody. Everybody said it.
Bring up the sex offender website. And you tell me if you worried about Michael Jordan after that. Bring it up in your neighborhood. And tell me if you worry about Michael Jordan after that. Again, this is not to defend him, but it's just what it is, cuz. It ain't a lot of child predators doing that shit on TV. They not doing it at a live event. They doing it right now in the comfort of their home.
And then let's get it straight. Jordan liked to have a little cocktail. Jordan looked like he had many cocktails. Jordan like a cigar. And I've heard there's stories of people talking about Jordan cigar, like it ain't no drugs in it, but that tobacco got a kick. Like I don't know if you heard Jada's story with it. Yeah. Once again, I'm not giving no excuse because putting drugs in a situation with kids, that doesn't never equate right. But as far as canceling, I don't see Jordan getting canceled, but I do believe cancel culture is still here.
I think the things that we look at and the way we look at cancellation can be different.
Hold on, what you consider cancel culture, real quick? I'm sorry,
and that's what I'm saying. So that's my point. So Harvey Weinstein, was he canceled or did he go to jail?
He went to jail.
So when you got that kind of money, you can go into business under a mask, under a guise, under a different name, and you can still make your money. Yeah, so even though Harvey Weinstein is in jail, his name is probably still making money. That's why I say he's not canceled.
So did he get canceled? Did he get canceled?
Did he get canceled or did he go to jail? Diddy is canceled because he can never return to who he is. You feel me? Or he could never return to who he was. You feel me? I guess you could say the same thing about Weinstein, but again, Weinstein is a filthy rich motherfucker that if his goal is to make money, he'll still make money. Diddy, while very, very wealthy, he ain't got the kind of money that'll keep his name out of the money he make. You feel me? Dave Chappelle, did he get canceled?
No. Cat didn't get canceled.
Did Cat get canceled?
No, Cat didn't get canceled.
Cat been accused of a lot of stuff. Granted, not none of the stuff that we deem that's hot now in the news, as far as the trafficking of human beings, as far as the abuse of minors and the abuse of people in general. He ain't do none of that. You feel me? He tried to cancel himself, if anything. I don't think the people around him tried to cancel him. I think he was going through whatever he was going through, and he dealt with it the best way he knew how. Who else was in it?
I got a good one. Did Michael Vick get canceled?
And so that begs another question. Is cancellation to me is forever. So Michael Vick did not get canceled. Michael Vick dealt with his issue. And if you're hiding under a rock or you of a certain age, then maybe you don't know. He was affiliated with a dogfighting type operation. He went and did jail for his crime. He did time for his crime. He went to real jail. You feel me?
They went to prison.
Right. And he was able to get out. He was able to not repair. He was able to do certain things to prove that he was remorseful for the crime that he did time for. And people had his back, and he was able to return to a life, a career, regain his celebrity. And then, he was always a dude that people could relate to because of his upbringing, because he didn't sell out his people when the time came for him to stand up and take responsibility for his actions. His people sold him out. He ain't sell out nobody. You feel me? So I think if you are remorseful and people can see and believe that you're remorseful, you can beat cancellation.
Okay. A superhero to cancer culture. A superhero. I couldn't figure out how to word this right.
Okay.
Michael Jackson. Did they try to cancel Mike?
They definitely tried to cancel Mike, and I won't
beat cancer. I mean, I said cancer. Cancel culture.
Did he beat it?
Did he beat it? Especially now, receipts are coming out now that Mike was trying to save them kids. But at the time, I know it's hard, but at the time.
Nah, I'll be real. I'm such a Michael Jackson fan that, I laughed at a couple jokes, but I'd never believed that Mike was doing the type of shit that they say he was doing. For every incident that came up about him, there was always immediately a rebuttal for somebody that was standing up for him. And again, I never really, but they tried to take him out. But we feel like the black culture, the woke culture, feels like we knew that they was trying to assassinate his character. Ain't no way that nigga could be this good-hearted and loving, and he don't mean nobody no harm. That nigga got goats and shit. He know him by name. Ain't no way we can't. And then, as long as he was singing and dancing, it was cool. But then, when he started doing shit like buying catalogs and
chess,
buying out companies, major companies, then you find out that maybe we should throw a little mud on him so he can't do what he trying to do. Because this is the thing that we always acknowledge, certain black people handling their business and doing like the things that what Michael Jackson was doing, he wasn't gonna stop there.
Mm-mm.
If he could get the Beatles catalog and he could get a company like Sony Music Group, like he was gonna keep on going up the ladder, and they couldn't have that, man. So some cancellation is political, but I think that if your person is real, if your person is pure, I don't think you can be canceled.
And that's another thing. This question on what Jordan did. There's certain instances where Mike did stuff, but at the time it didn't seem as offensive. But Mike was just a child at heart. He just enjoyed being around regular people and kids that didn't judge him. So he might have hugged a kid. They said he used to throw, have events where kids were over.
But that's what I'm saying. Are we so fucked up as a culture we can't be nice to each other no more? That's what y'all really telling us.
Oh hell no. We can't be nice to each other. No.
We can't be nice to each other. We can't, because I hug you, then all of a sudden my peen is involved.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
But like I said, it goes back to people dissecting and thinking of the worst outcome of every situation. If a man crying, you talk about it all the time. If a man crying, he's sassy. If
a nigga eat pancakes instead of waffles, he gay. I can do this all night.
But I feel like that's part of where the world is now, especially with the situation of what's happening in politics and these rich people. People are overanalyzing, but they're also overanalyzing for content creation, as far as videos, as far as notifications, as far as like you said, it's the currency. People are putting stuff out there, and if it's in your algorithm, that's all you're gonna see. And when you do that, that feeds into your mind to say, "Oh, that's sassy. Oh, he's going too far. Oh, they're touching too much."
I know this. I know if you walk around the house with socks on as a grown ass man, you gay. I know if you go to the gas station and you don't know what you want when you get to the counter, you gay. If you get a fillet of fish at McDonald's as a grown ass man, you sassy than a motherfucker. If you step off with your left foot first, you sassy, gay, homosexual motherfucker.
Yeah, I heard some crazy shit like that. Yeah. But like I said, I figure that's content though. People trying to do that for content. Content is a drug.
But I see it. We see it every day.
We do.
I think
that was sassy. What
we
you
gotta
just
be.
Did. You just
what the?
Yeah, that was sassy. Your tongue came out your mouth.
Oh shit!
Ain't no man tongue supposed to come out their mouth.
This is the thing. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I got enough people that know me. You should get enough people that know you. Because I got enough people that know me. It's just weird, man. But what I was saying is, like, we see these reels pop up. We see these TikToks pop up. We see these Instagram shorts pop up. And these people say these crazy things. And you look at it and you have your opinion of their opinion. Most of the time, those pages don't get the kind of hits that you think that they. It's a shocking, and it feels fake a lot of times. Oh, you said that just to see if you could get a rise out of people. Somebody was like, I seen one where they was like, they asked who was a better vocalist, Beyonce or Whitney Houston.
Whitney.
But the person that responded is 21. You feel me? So there's no way. Oh, they say Mariah and Whitney Houston.
Still Whitney.
It's still fucking Whitney, huh? So everything is an opinion. Watch where you use your energy when you take these things in. Again, we talk about this every now and then. You control your own programming. You feel me? And that's a double entendre. You control your own programming, meaning the things that you feed into your brain is based on the shit that you click on, the shit that you like, the shit that you subscribe to. It's perfect time for you to like, share, and subscribe this. You feel me? See what I did there?
Yeah.
I'm getting good at this shit, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm starting to see people, they do that a little earlier than what you just did. They do it about 10 minutes. They do it like 5 minutes in. And I ain't never understood that.
Every 30 seconds.
Yeah, I don't want to do it every 30 seconds. But I did want to ask you, I got to bring it up on my phone real quick. Because I was, we love music. We hadn't talked about music in a long time. And, I create playlists and I got a playlist called Thoughts. It's just like songs that you hear that just make you want to, you want to think.
Okay.
So, Human Nature or Man in the Mirror? I think I already asked you this one time.
For me, Man in the Mirror, and it's weird. It's weird. I gotta say that it's Man in the Mirror, and it's not even close. Even though Human Nature is like that. I know that's confusing.
That and more, I would say more monumental to you.
Mm-mm.
We Are the World, or They Don't Care About Us.
When I was a kid, I would have said We Are the
We Are
World.
the World.
As an adult, understanding again, if the person's inside, they energy, if they energy and they spiritual, everything that makes them is believable in the way that it was for Michael Jackson, they don't really care about us was crazy because Mike was in the hood. You feel me?
No, I've been killing the last several days. That's why I wanted to ask you. So
Okay.
within the Black community, music like that, it is really not because Mike affected everybody. But music like that, are we ever gonna get that back? Hey, let me add this here while you're thinking. When I say music, I'm talking about instruments, how it was written, when it was written, why it was written, who performed it, when it was released, like all that. Are we gonna get that back?
The honest answer is people make that kind of music every day.
They do. You're right.
People make that kind of music every day. And if you look for that type of music, you will find it. If you expect to get that music from social media,
You're not gonna
I
find
don't
that.
think I don't think you'll ever find it. If you just scrolling, if you're not intentional about what you're looking for when it comes to music, then you're gonna hear bullshit.
That's why I feel like, the BT Souls and the music programs to show music, why were so important, 106 in parts. But because social media allows you to release everything, I still think there's a lane and people would hold their music for shows like that. Like as soon as you get on the show and get off, just release it. But I just believe those shows like that, because a lot of times they would interview the guests. I understand podcasts is the same thing, but certain
Mm-hmm.
platforms are certain platforms for a reason. Another thing, I meant to ask you about Jimmy Kimmel, about the whole cancellation thing, but tie that in. When he has music people on there, people are tuned in for whatever musical guest there is. So that shows those platforms, those talk shows, but having people perform, those still have a lane.
I think that's the next level of propaganda and programming that they trying to do is they getting rid of all the talk shows, right?
Yep.
They getting rid of Jimmy Kimmel, who was mostly entertaining. But politics is so fucked up now, everybody has to talk about it. So Jimmy Kimmel, I believe if Jimmy Kimmel had never said a negative word
Oh yeah.
about this presidency, Jimmy Kimmel would still be on. Don't take, like, if you see a headline or you hear that your favorite talk show, if you got one, is being canceled, and they all being canceled. Jimmy Kimmel, Jennifer Hudson, Sherry Shepard, they saying
Stephen Colbert.
Stephen Colbert, he on his way out. Kelly Clarkson, they say
Yep.
Kelly just stepping away, but They canceling anybody that is on TV being a human being. You feel me? Like if you are a decent person, they get rid of you.
But that's what I'm saying. Like music, like the Michael Jackson joints, those are platforms that were available back then to broadcast that powerful music. And even now, you get the music, but the music don't be powerful. Like the last several years, we've had a chance to make powerful music and put it on those platforms. But now these platforms leaving and these music channels, those music platforms leaving, and everything's just streaming. I don't know if we'll ever get powerful music like that again that's broadcast to the world at the same time, other than social media. Like people can go live.
And I think that's what it'll be, though. That's what it'll be. So it'll be, if you are a Snoop Dogg fan, in a minute you only gonna be able to see Snoop Dogg on Snoop Dogg channel. You feel me? If you are a Bam Adebayo basketball fan, you're gonna have the Bam Adebayo channel. You feel me? So again, you're gonna have to sift through and figure out what your favorites are. You feel me? What type of content you want to drive your life. You feel me? Like we in a real world situation, don't get it twisted. I don't take for granted the state of the world we in now, but it's not nearly as bad as we think it is.
I mean, I
run into way more good people. You feel me? I run into way more good people as far as your interactions on a day-to-day basis. Not what your color is, red or blue, not what your politics are, not when you meet and don't get it twisted, it's a handful of that shit crazy people that's on bullshit all the time. But how often do you run into that?
I don't.
Okay.
And I was gonna say that, like, social media make you think this world is extra divided. But in person, I saw this country white dude run up on this black dude Saturday night. We was in Lowe's. No, it was Sunday morning. And he asked, no, it was Saturday night. It was Saturday night because he asked when the LSU USC game was coming on because the black dude had a USC shirt on.
Shout out to the Lady Gamecocks. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Shout out to but this regular white dude, older. I'm not gonna say he Republican MAGA, but when you look at it, you be like, he ran. I'm telling you, he took his shower car, went straight to them black folk, and was like, he was like, "Hey man, when the and black people, we love who you talking to?" But he was like, when the game come on, and they had a whole conversation. But once again, it comes down to your algorithm. You're going to see it. But if you look at reality, because social media is the matrix, or we're in the matrix, so whatever the opposite is. But in your day-to-day, what you can see, breathe, and touch, there's not as much division as you think. And when I say that, I mean social media, I mean the news, everything. I'm talking about the people you run to the gas station and the grocery store and stand behind. Ain't nobody out there just spitting and calling people the N-word. It is. But because social media, you can compress 100 different instances into the time it take you to take a shit on the toilet. Now you out your mind.
Yeah. Nah, I mean it's real. That's what we here for, cuz. We here to get that good energy. Tune in on Wednesdays so we get that good energy. You feel me? So you can talk this shit out. If you look. If you at home by yourself, you can't keep talking to yourself. It'll drive you crazy.
That's real sassy.
You can't get through this shit by your fucking self. And that's what I notice about a lot of these angry people. It be sad sometimes because I'm looking at some of these instances, and you are an elderly white woman or elderly white man, and you out here acting a goddamn donkey. And all I can think of is, Your family don't even like you, cuz. Wherever you at, you there by your goddamn self.
I reacted to somebody post before I got online. It was a school walkout, and a white dude, I looked at their profile and said, them kids should be arrested for going against for protest. I'm just like, you're miserable. That's it. You're miserable. Like, and I never understood that is you ripping families away from each other, whether you're legal or illegal. But there's soldiers that been in World War I, World War II, Desert Storm, and all that, right? And in certain instances, when they tell stories, they say they can hear the screams of certain people. So you telling me because you ice, you tough and all this, you can't hear the scream between a 4-year-old that's screaming for their mom and daddy?
That's a whole nother conversation, cuz we get.
But yeah. I don't want to get in that. I'm just saying, like, there's more to this life, and depending on your higher power, you got to answer for your actions. You can't say that was your job to the higher power, because the higher power don't care about your job. And people have to understand the difference between devil's gift and the God's blessing.
That's real.
You got to understand the difference, because if you believe in anything on this earth, if you believe in reincarnation, most ISIS come back Hispanic. I'm lying, but they don't come back like that. Like I tell you, nobody knew what Hispanic and Latino immigrants look like.
What's Hispanic?
Huh?
You said Hispanic.
Yeah, they didn't know what Hispanic and Hispanic and Latino two different things, like they're the same but different.
Hispanic.
Yeah, I threw a little sauce on it, man. You know, black folk, you got to throw a little sauce on some things.
Oh shit!
But nobody knew what that was. Nobody knew what ICE was. But now you put a face on a villain and a face on somebody who's supposed to be the superhero, but they really the villain. You got to think. The Joker just wanted all the criminals to work together. Technically, is that bad?
It wasn't bad to him.
It wasn't bad to him, and it bettered the bad community.
You always gonna have both ends of the spectrum. You're gonna have good, and you're gonna have evil. We'll never completely get rid of evil. We pray, and I know that good is always gonna outweigh bad. It's simple. It's very simple. It take a lot of energy to be an evil motherfucker.
Evil motherfucker.
You feel me? It take a lot of energy. I feel like this is a good place to end this week's conversation. You know, like, share, subscribe, hit that shit. I was gonna say some things. Shout out Lady Gamecocks one more time. Dawn has a dope documentary on Tubi.
That shit hard.
Yeah, she got a dope documentary on Tubi. Check out my cousin Echo 22 on Tubi. It's a short documentary, 20 minutes. You can watch it while you're sitting on the toilet. You know what I'm talking about? Check out Motivated Minds in a Real Way.
Talking to him today. Going back for a day.
Who else? Who else we got?
DJ Kryptonite. If you're in the Columbia, South Carolina area, even if you got iHeartRadio, whatever state you in, listen to 103.9 DJ Kryptonite. You got 5 o'clock mix.
Hey, well, look, he'll keep you in the lane, cuz. He keep you in the fast lane if you catch him on the right day.
Yeah, we got to get back to promoting whatever businesses that rock with us. Our good friend Kendra.
We didn't let you promote your business, but you got to come on here and just have a good time.
Yeah. Kendra Goodman started her own tax office off Gardens Ferry Road in Columbia, South Carolina. She got a building. She's doing taxes. She's one of our tax gurus that come on the platform. Shout out to her for having a building and doing people taxes. She's been doing it for a lot of years, so that means she loves what she do.
Yeah, Glass by Chop.
Oh, glad about y'all. Yeah, V12.
V12
V12.
Studios on Broad River Road.
Yeah.
That's Broad River and St.
Mm.
Andrews, right there in that
D-
little shopping center.
DJ Chuck T. The comment with him stuff there. Well, DJ Chuck T, one of the biggest name DJs in the Southeast. He breaks stars, he helps stars, he creates stars at whatever age. DJ Chuck T.
Yeah, if we forgot you, man, is charge it to my head and not my heart, cause you know we don't mean no harm. Um, Watch how you judge people, man. I'm getting ready. We get ready to get up out of here, man. Watch how you judge people. We was talking about canceling, cancellation, and what it gets you canceled. Who deserved to be canceled? Who thought they was canceled? We talked about cancellation in a whole bunch of different ways. Um, Reserve your judgment, man, for the facts. Maybe it don't even matter if these people are doing certain shit. Stop making these people more important than they really are in your life. You the most important thing in your life. Understand that. What you gonna tell the people before we get out of here?
Um, I read some things that Michael Jordan bring in with Nike $7 billion a year. He get 5% of that $7 billion a year. Mike ain't getting canceled for nothing.
Sheesh.
Mike ain't getting canceled for nothing. But once
I
again,
don't know a lot of math, but I know that's a lot of money.
that's a lot of money. But optics play a role in your personal life, your professional life, your love life. If people don't ride with optics play a lot, and that ain't got nothing to do with algorithms and social media, but that's just life. Your optics determine who you are, and that's what people judge you on. Now, how much of that optics you want to give to people? And my brother said, we're gonna be who we are. We've been asked to do more controversial or do stuff like that. Man, we already had it. We just don't put that on camera. The times we don't agree, and it's content. But when you find out who we really are in the streets, you hanging with us, you're gonna be like, yeah, that's some same dudes. They not doing this just to do it. So once again, on my way out, devil's gift and the Lord's blessing can get misconstrued. But we all got choices.
Mm.
We all got choices. That's been my thing. We all got choices. So hey, make your choice, write your story. Because once you make that choice, it's part of your story.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, look, y'all be easy. Love the people who love you back. We're going to pop on this thing Friday for a good minute and kick it with some good people. This is the BOTB Live Show. I'm Jay Walking. That's my brother Carolina Dirt. Till next time, man. Y'all be easy, man. We going.